Peggy 12.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolf Warrior Season 1 Episode 8. Happy New Year everyone! And sorry for the mess for this beginning of the year. Challenge was being a little bit weird today. So you know, that was fun. So yeah, unfortunately that means we've had to do a lot of things manually. And therefore we've delayed the stream a little bit, but that does mean we are going to go straight into our top 6. But before we start, just as a reminder, there is a matcherino for this event. So just like that, matcherino for this event, which you can access with exclamation mark matcherino in the chat. And yeah, feel free to donate there. Every single dollar helps for the matcherino, which is currently sitting at $20. Which will be split between all of top 3. So yeah, make sure to check it out as I take the time to actually pin that in the chat. So yeah, how has everyone been doing? Because it's been a bit since we've had the Wolf Warrior. Obviously we've had to cancel Wolf Warrior 7, unfortunately. But it happens. It's just what happens sometimes with these. And yeah, unfortunately that does mean as well that because of challenge I can't really display the bracket. So you'll have to kind of follow along, chat, unfortunately. We've got some good variety today in terms of the countries represented. And we are going to start tonight's stream. It's all going to be first to free, by the way, chat. We're going to start tonight's stream with Onirash versus Philbzera. And I forgot to set it. It's winners semi. There we go. Winners semi. Should work now. There we go. So yeah, as we were saying, a little bit of a chaotic tournament tonight because of challenge issues. But we are going to see a rather classic matchup in terms of characters, which is going to be JP versus Ken. Obviously Ken kind of in the middle of all debates right now on whether he's even that good. Like, obviously we have some strong contenders in the Street Fighter 6 tier list. Ken would be one of them. But then every Ken player is like, oh yeah, but JP exists, Luke exists, and DJ exists. And I'm like, bro, you're all downplaying Ken. Ken is crazy with heavy Dragon Lash and everything. It's like, come on. Come on, don't downplay Ken. And then obviously you're gonna have to deal with JP on the other side from Onirash, who's kind of used to being in the Wolf Warrior at this point, and being one of our usual representatives for the Wolf Warrior in terms of JP, along with Freezer, who's on the other side of winners semis. So we are currently waiting for Onirash to join the lobby as I'm looking. And I can also do this. There we go. Yeah, and we should be ready to go then. It's gonna be France. It's gonna be France versus the Netherlands. They're also like representing Brazil in game at the very least. So it's always good to see. But yeah, obviously just a lot going on there. In the background. I don't know what's going on right now between with there. Apparently they might not have managed to like start the game. So we'll see. I do wonder what's going on. Or maybe they didn't know they could start. Sorry about that. Might be. That one's might be. Yeah, we're gonna try to get things moving as well because we're technically already a little bit late. So I'm gonna try to keep things moving along as much as possible, chat. Do not worry about that. Also, yeah, you can also type in !bracket in the chat to maybe see the bracket. Given that challenge is being a little bit weird tonight, as we were saying. So we're trying our best. Okay, I think we are now ready to go. Okay, there we go. We've got our match. Which, no surprise there, we're gonna have the JP versus the Ken, the modern Ken at that. Now, I do know that modern Ken does lose quite a lot, but still a very solid choice. You know, in terms of fundamentals and all. I'm still very curious to see how this is all going to go. Obviously, I still consider modern to be a groove, similar to CVS2. More than anything, as it does allow you to get access to some options that you may not have access to otherwise, like easy reaction supers. Ooh, very nice DI here from Onirashu, but unfortunately dropping the follow-up afterwards. And yeah, right now both players just trying to size each other up. You know, and F01 going for... I think trying to go for a drive rush confirm here. But unfortunately missing, but it is fine because it still gets the chip at the end of the day. And that's going to be first round going to F01. And yeah, so far F01 doing very well, getting some advantage onto these interactions. But now Onirash is going to try and push back that Ken as much as possible. Going in a little bit here, holding pressure, getting the burnout as well onto F01. This puts Onirash in a very advantageous position. He's gonna get anti-air though here. The classic, you know. Good old Shoryuken. And this is exactly what we were talking about. Those quick supers from modern mode. Bam, bam, bam! Allowing F01 to just get out of here kind of scot-free. Despite the burnout. It's a good reversal option. Now F01 has the health advantage. Onirash is going to find the grab here. Going to go for the level 2 in order to put down the pressure onto a Ken that is burnout. And unfortunately, F01 not going to be able to block the spikes. And we are going to go into a third round. Now F01 with the pressure. Going for the throw loops here. Going to go for a little bit of jab pressure. Getting another throw here. Onirash is just going to jab right out of there. Both players looking each other in the eye. Onirash unfortunately missing a confirm again. And there's the level 3. A little bit too late unfortunately. And Onirash is going to be able to completely block it. And now put down a lot of offense with that level 2. And now we've got a burnout situation for F01. And I have to be extra careful. Onirash putting himself in burnout with that drive impact. Still putting down a lot of pressure. Heavy Dragon Lash coming in from F01. And again, with a lot of pressure, and the grab is going to take it. This is going to be first game going to F01 in this first to 3. Onirash already putting down the portals. Yeah, unfortunately, Onirash a little bit too far here to punish with the DI, the Heavy Dragon Lash. Heavy Dragon Lash is one of these moves that you kind of want to DI. So I'm not too surprised about the decision, but he was just a little bit too far here. Still, we're doing a very good job keeping F01 at bay as much as possible. Okay, we're getting in on F01's side. We are, however, going to get EX Amnesia. We're gonna have to respect that. As we're continuing to lay down a lot of pressure on Onirash, who's really abusing those Amnesias right now to try and get something started on F01. And once again, those quick supers from modern mode. Coming in clutch for F01. Nice grab here from Onirash. Setting up the X portal. We're gonna drive rush in to get the grab. We're gonna continue to set up some portals. Get Heavy Dragon Lashed off of the air. Onirash is one hit away and also liable for chip. And yeah, we're just gonna run up DP here. And F01 is gonna take that first game. Heavy Dragon Lash into punish counter grab. Very good start here from F01, putting Onirash in the corner. Another grab. And another grab. It's throw loop time. As we're continuing down the pressure though. F01. Onirash is going to have to use the alpha counter to get out of there. And the drive rush exchange is going to be won by F01, who's going to be able to get an easy confirm into level 2. And secure that perfect. The situation is now a 2-0 for F01, and Onirash is going to have to respond to that. See, this is what we were saying. Ken players have no right to downplay Ken. It would seem like Feltzera is taking a quick break. Perhaps. Yeah, just taking a quick break before getting back in. To be fair, the games are tense. The games are pretty tense. Immediately, a very good confirm here coming in from Feltzera. Gets the throw here. Trying to go for a mix-up with the jump in. Doesn't get it. Feltzera almost in burnout range here. Yeah, completely in burnout. Gets the throw nonetheless. Now there's a lot of pressure onto Onirash. Very good punish counter throw here, though, from Onirash in order to reverse the pressure. Gonna have to respect Feltzera though. And especially the fact that Feltzera right now is sitting on a good amount of drive. And also drive rush low. Drive rush low is very tricky to deal with. And if you've played Grand Blue Rising, honestly, you know as well the pain of drive rush low. With 6-6 throw. But yeah, Onirash. Back to the wall. Gonna have to set up the portals, but still has to deal with some good pressure coming in from Feltzera. A good perfect parry here from Onirash in order to get the positional advantage. And the throw. Putting Feltzera in the corner. However, we are going to get hit here. Ooh, good counter DI here from Onirash. Getting the confirm this time as well. And getting the kill. I was a little bit afraid by the delay from Onirash. Like, we've seen that drop before. It's pretty scary when it happens. But yeah, once again, the pressure from Feltzera coming in. And now once again, Onirash back to the corner. Gonna have to get counter DI'd here, and I think this might be over. No! But we are going to grab Feltzera here. But just like that, Feltzera is going to be able to take the win over Onirash in a very convincing 3-0, honestly. Just very solid play overall from Feltzera, representing both the Netherlands and Brazil, and with just a solid showing of modern Ken. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting modern Ken to make an appearance today. So it's a nice surprise to have. And with that, we are going to get our next game situated, which should be Fraser versus Remlike. Two very solid players, Remlike with the Honda and Fraser with, of course, the JP. We are going to have another JP here in a moment, representing Morocco. And that's the big thing. Momas isn't here. Momas isn't here to rain on Fraser's parade, potentially. So here's the big favorite coming in this, honestly. I'm very curious to see what Remlike is going to do to try and deal with the insane game plan of Fraser going into this match. Yeah, obviously, Honda is an interesting character in this game. I would consider Honda more of a mid-tier in this game, more than anything. But he's like the annoying mid-tier, if that makes sense. Still, it's going to be very difficult to navigate around JP's projectile and just overall the portals and everything. Honda JP is definitely a matchup you gotta play by sound, in my opinion. So we'll see, we'll see. Also, disclaimer, I think I think Remlak has an L in his name right now, just because of how it all works. But yeah, we've seen Remlak as well in the 90 Station team when it comes to from back to pack as well. I just remembered. So it's nice to see them, you know, back and ready, raring to go. And apparently it would seem like most of the issues with challenge have been kind of solved for the most part. Like, I see that our losers bracket is also completed for the most part, which is good. It's just good news, you know. It's like we're back on track, you know. It's a we're back on track situation. And we're now ready to begin the second match of this top 6, which again is going to be Fraser versus Remlike, JP versus Honda in a first to three. Let's do this. And again, Remlike representing 90 Station as well tonight. Now again, it's going to be very tough for the Honda to get in on JP for the most part. And Fraser is just an excellent player all around. So this is going to make this even harder. Like, overall, like, Fraser's been blocking very well so far. Now we're setting up all the projectiles. We're going to be able to get in on Remlike's side. But it is looking like it's going to be a very slow matchup for now. Just both players kind of gauging each other and trying to see what they can get away with against the other. Nice drive here from Fraser. And yeah, Remlike kind of just staying in parry stance over here, trying to EX Doskoi to get in. But right now we are not managing to open up that JP. Never mind! EX with 1,000 hands is going to work, and there's the stun. And Remlike is going to be able to take that first round with 9 seconds left. Again, both players playing extremely patiently. Like, extremely patiently. I feel like Fraser is a little bit afraid as well of, you know, setting up for the most part and trying to get in and catch Remlike off guard as much as he can. Once again, we're setting portals. We're just setting portals. Remlike refusing to do anything other than parry right now. But right now, it is up to Remlike to try and make up the health lead. We do have a round, and yeah, the EX Doskoi here is going to be just a little bit too short, and that's going to be round to Fraser. A very good hit here from Remlike to begin this third round. Because they're trying to go for the jump in. Does not get it. And DX Amnesia, well called here by Remlike. Not getting, unfortunately, the confirm on the punish counter. And that's going to allow Fraser to get some huge damage with the level 3. Thankfully, Fraser was not in CA range. But that's still going to be some massive damage. 50% from across the screen. It's just the JP and the perfect parry. There we go. Fraser just trying to go for a good confirm, resetting back to center stage. We are going to armor out of there with EX Doskoi. And Remlike is going to be able to take that first game in this first 3. Just standing on his ground. Being very solid. Like the sumo they're supposed to be. But here's the EX Amnesia here, coming in from Fraser in the second game. We are going to Doskoi the portal as well. Portal teleport. Wall splat here. Getting the full damage as much as possible. And the opener with the low. Remlike starting the second game in a very strong fashion. Very good punish counter here. Unfortunately, since Fraser was in the air, we're not going to get the confirm. And there's an EX Amnesia. Fortunately, we are going to escape it in terms of the grab. So we're not going to get the grab confirms from the JP. But Fraser is now pushing Remlike in the corner. Once again, we are Doskoing those teleports pretty consistently on Remlike's side. Remlike trying to shimmy. Unfortunately, he's going to get caught here. Get level 2 as well. That's going to put in burnout. Okay, we're going to bot stomp out of there. We have just enough time here to block. And Remlike is going to take that second game. Very nicely done by Remlike. Just not letting himself intimidated, not letting themselves intimidated by Fraser at the moment. And immediately we've got some corner pressure going on from Remlike. Punishing the drive rush as well. Again, a lot of pressure. We are going to get EX Amnesia here. We're just going to parry to try and get defuse the situation. But that is going to still give Fraser some kind of positional advantage here. Parrying. We're parrying. We do not want to get mixed here on Remlike's side. And unfortunately, we are going to get DI'd here. And Fraser just going to push Remlike just a little bit. We are sitting on level 2. There we go. There's the level 2 coming out in order to put down a lot of pressure on a burnout Honda. But we're not going to be able to find any kind of extra offense off of the overhead. And Remlike is going to put themselves on match point off of this. Here's a perfect parry though, coming in from Fraser. Pushing in the corner once again. Remlike has to respect the JP here. We are going to get the grab to punish the parry. And yeah, the bot stomp here, a little bit ambitious perhaps. As Remlike now has to deal with the onslaught of spikes coming in from every direction. Good grab here. We're gonna put down a lot of pressure with the 1,000 hands. We're setting up the level 2 on Fraser's side as Dioki. All of it is going to be parried, and the EX Doskoi in order to get out of there. And Remlike is going to move on with a 3-0 victory over Fraser. Moving on to winners finals. Very nicely done from Remlike. Just very solid showing. And now we're going to be able to move on to losers quarters, I believe. Yes, losers quarters, which is going to have Onirash versus Felipe Renan, which I need to gather the info about real quick. There we go. That's this. We have a Luke in the house. There we go. Should be good to go with that. We're just gonna move right into it. Onirash versus Felipe Renan. We were talking about Luke earlier. It's crazy that both of our JP representatives tonight are in Luke's side, honestly. Was not expecting this turn of event. It's a nice surprise, but we are going to see some Luke gaming. But yeah, as we were saying, Luke arguably the best character in the game right now. Or at the very least, if you look at the CPT results so far, we do have, I believe, 11 Lukes qualified. Like 10 Lukes, and then an extra Luke in Modern. I know, it would seem like Felipe is going to be using the Ken instead. Bring out a little bit of a mix-up here. Fair enough. Also, yeah, costume-free Ken is definitely one of the costumes of all time. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, as opposed to Felpzera, Felipe here is going to be using the classic Ken. And we know that classic Ken is already a very, very, very solid character as it stands. And yeah, run cancels into full conversion into level 1. That's going to be first round going to Felipe. Bring out the Odokins here. Trying to go for the Dragon Lash here. For the confirm or the mix up, I'm not too sure. Onirash is going to have to get something started. I have a feeling that Onirash is a little bit tired of, you know, fighting the Ken right now. So we are seeing a very different Ken. A Ken that is not too afraid of throwing out fireballs to zone out a little bit and respond to the JP pressure. Trying to go for the overhead here. Yeah, confirming to level 3. There's going to be some heavy damage. I think that might even kill, honestly, at this point. No! Still a little bit of HP left on Felipe, but the anti-air is going to do it. Onirash putting it back to 1-1 as we go into our round 3. Yeah, Felipe trying to go for the corner pressure here. Being very careful in approaching Onirash. Managing to bait the drive rush here. And yeah, Onirash not finding any confirms either from this low. So we are going to try and jump in. And there's what we were talking about. DIing the heavy Dragon Lash. Unfortunately, we are going to drop the Ender here. And yeah, we were just a little bit too far. We did not have Drive Rush here to confirm that normal. And yeah, just overhead into Super from Felipe in order to get back into the game. Sit down and shut up! Here's the heavy Dragon Lash and the grab will jumped over. And Felipe is going to take that first game. Now going into game 2, Onirash trying to bait something here with the DI, but just a little bit out of range. Felipe being extremely aggressive right now. Just waving back EX Loken. Just some good zoning overall from Felipe. Putting Onirash here with the pressure in burnout. Gets the grab as well. Going to go for those low openers. The low openers have been working pretty well, but we've not seen any confirm from them here from Felipe. And there's the full confirm into the run cancels. And once again, the first round is going to go to Felipe. And we're straight drive rushing in here on Felipe's side. Good grab though here. Onirash. Tatsu. He runs as well. That's also the big thing with Ken. I feel like he's got heavy mixed up potential. And there's the level 3 coming in from Onirash, getting him back into the game here once again. Immediately Onirash with the X projectile. Going to put down a lot of pressure, but we are going to see the cross up here. Cross up punish from Felipe. And the corner carry as well into level 3. Coming in hot from Felipe. And Onirash once again back to the wall against the Ken. And we've seen that Onirash is not too comfortable with those corner situations against Ken. There's the grab as well, putting him in a big burnout. And that's going to be an easy kill Because of that, Felipe finding the stun here, putting themselves on a 2-0 situation. Felipe once again zoning a little bit with the Hadokens. Being very careful in approaching Onirash, catching the drive rush with the low here. And we're trying to really be aggressive right now. Get the perfect parry as well. That is not going to lead to a wall splat because of the confirm. But Onirash is once again in burnout. I feel like I've seen Onirash being in burnout a lot against those Kens so far. It's not been working out so much, but we are going to reverse the situation and just do a lot of chip damage here. Felipe was almost dead just to chip. We are going to get the throw here. That's going to recover our drive gauge on Felipe's side. Onirash trying to go for the DI here. And the low is going to catch Felipe sleeping here. And for the first time in this first to 3, Onirash has the advantage in the match. But we are going to see the full corner carry combo coming in from Felipe here. And the heavy Dragon Lash to go through the projectile on Felipe's side. Trying to go for the overhead. Gets the throw. Felipe is one good hit away from getting a full confirm into level 3, honestly. But Onirash is in CA range. And could easily turn this back. Never mind! Felipe is going to put themselves on match point. And immediately the drive rush coming in. We're setting up the spikes. Good grab here from Felipe. Trying to zone out a little bit and put down the water pressure with the Hadouken. But here's the full confirm into level 3 from Onirash. Going to put him in a very potent situation. With Felipe on 2 drive gauges. And there's the EX Amnesia. Felipe kind of has to block it here. And Felipe unfortunately trying to go for the Hail Mary overhead CA. And that's going to give Onirash a first win in the set. And now we're going into game 4. Onirash getting a good lead here in this first interaction. Gets the low again, being very oppressive with the cane. But there's Felipe trying to go for the grab pressure. There's the alpha counter coming in from Onirash. And there's the perfect parry as well. Into command grab mix up. Very nicely done from Onirash. That is the first time we're seeing the command grab come out. It is a rare move, but you have to recognize that it does exist. Setting up the spikes once again. Onirash side, and it feels like Onirash right now is much more comfortable in the matchup. It definitely feels like something has been unlocked on Onirash's side. Felipe once again though with the corner carry. Not gonna care about the EX Amnesia, just going to get the grab here in order to go through it. But here's another EX Amnesia, and this time Felipe is going to have to block it. The trades right now are in favor of Felipe. Onirash can just play patiently. Unfortunately gonna get caught in the drive rush exchange. And the grab is going to seal it out, and Felipe once again on match point. And yeah, look at Onirash now using the teleport as well to get the grab from across the stage. Knowing that Felipe is trying to play a little bit more patiently. And just using that to his advantage. And there's the perfect parry as well. Felipe is now completely cornered. Both players pretty low on drive. And the trades right now are going in favor of Onirash. Felipe putting himself in burnout, trying to go for the heavy Dragon Lash. Try and open up. There's the run up, mix up with the grab. Trying to go for the chain grab for the throw loop. But instead Onirash is going to shimmy right out of there and get the level 3 and secure a second game on the board. We are going to game 5. Just like that. It is as we said, it feels like Onirash has unlocked something here. Felipe shimmying around with the grab. Yeah, good throw tech here from Felipe. And the heavy Dragon Lash here, well called out by Onirash, who's going to get a full corner reverse combo off of the DI. Gets the trade off of the anti-air as well. And there's Drive Rush grab, putting Felipe once again back to the wall. Having to deal with the JP pressure from afar. We are backing out here. We are backing up here on Onirash's side. Trying to be a little bit more patient. Putting ourselves on burnout though. And Felipe, recognizing the situation, is going to alpha counter right out of the level 2. This is good. This puts Felipe in a very good situation where he has the corner and can potentially get the kill off of Chip. And the trade is going to do it. And this time Felipe is going to have the advantage in this match. As Onirash once again has to contend with Felipe on a match point. And good shimmy here from Felipe. Not gonna lead too much, unfortunately, off of the punish counter. Ooh, very nice cross-up grab here from Onirash. Going to be a good opener. But yeah, we're gonna find a full confirm into level 3 here on Felipe's side. It's not gonna be enough to kill just yet. But Onirash right now is one good hit away from losing. There's the level 2, and once again we're just alpha countering out of level 2, and Felipe Renan is going to be able to move on in this bracket, and Onirash is going to have to fall in 5th place. But yeah, very strong showing from Felipe Renan with the Ken. And honestly, a very, very close match. Like, I was surprised by how close the match was, honestly. And just, it really feels like Ken is Onirash's demon at this point. But with that, we are going to move on to the other side of Lose's bracket. With Fraser, our other JP representative, versus Mode Squire, representing proudly the Doll Sim. And funnily enough, we've seen a lot of Doll Sim in the Wolf Warrior. It feels like it's kind of the tournament where all the Doll Sims meet. Because I believe also JBLC, who is kind of a regular at this point, also was in the bracket. And also plays Doll Sim. But it always makes for fun matches to see Doll Sim on the screen, I feel like. Especially here at the Wolf Warrior. And now Fraser, who was technically the favorite, is going to have a long climb back up the bracket as well. In order to, you know, potentially maybe take the first, for the first time, a Wolf Warrior. Like, we thought that with Momas's absence, the road would be kind of clear. I thought so, at the very least. But it would seem like, no, the competition is getting fiercer and fiercer here at the Wolf Warrior, and we'd love to see it. Yeah, let me see. I don't think Fraser has won a Wolf Warrior yet. So we've got Maldonado, we've got 2 times Momas. I believe 2 times Maldonado as well, I'm not too sure. Got Hatemani. Double checking at the same time, chat. While we wait for this match to start. No, Nassim won the first Wolf Warrior, that's right. Forgot. Forgot that Nassim had won the first one. Here we go. Fraser versus Mode Squire, Morocco versus Belgium. JP versus Dalton. Time. Immediately Mode Squire just standing there parrying. Yeah, there's the alpha counter. Now we do know that Dalton is one of these characters who really needs to have access to alpha counter. Drive reversal. Because it's kind of like, yeah, if he's under pressure, he's not doing too well. Which is an unfortunate side effect of the Dawson. And Fraser, as I say that, getting the perfect to open up this game. Already making a statement. Yeah, Mode Squire trying to attempt everything, trying to attempt every teleport in the book to throw Fraser right now. So far it's not really working. We are going to finally find a cross up here and a grab. But Mode Squire is definitely struggling here. We are going to see, however, the opening, and we're going to secure that round. Fraser once again trying to go for the faraway pressure. Going to be very patient in getting in on this Dalsum. We are going to get wall splatted though here. Mode Squire with the float mix up. Fraser is going to throw Mode Squire in the corner, finally get something started. But here's the drive reversal coming in. Once again, we're playing from afar here. Fraser just being very careful. To be fair, Sim is a very tricky character to deal with. And it really feels like there's just quite a few different things that you can do with Sim. So even if he's not that good of a character, still one you have to really respect. And yeah, you can't just throw out a Spire just like that when Sim has Yoga Fire. Slow projectiles are very potent, especially in this game. So there will be a lot of pressure here in the corner, going to burn themselves out in the process. Good grab here from Fraser here. Who kind of needs to get some momentum back, honestly, at this point. Really feels like Mode Squire has his number here. And to confirm into level 1 as well. Just very solid stuff from Mode Squire. Oh, drive rushing in. Ooh, good stalling here from Mode Squire. Catching Fraser off guard. Just stalling in the air. And once again, the teleport in with the overhead. There's a drive reversal once again. Mode Squire really not taking well to the pressure. Just going to drive reversal at any time. I feel like at some point Fraser is going to have to catch on to that and kind of bait one. But for now, Mode Squire is still doing an excellent job. Kind of stalling, but unfortunately going to get caught. Because, you know, dealing with JP when you're in burnout is still not fun. Even as a very strong Dawson, it's still not fun to deal with JP in burnout. Ooh, Mode Squire going for every cross up in the book. Here with the teleports. Going for drill. A little bit of a stutter here from spectator mode. It happens. Drive impact here is not going to connect. And we're going to get... I thought that was going to be a big opener from Mode Squire. Unfortunately, I think we dropped the combo, but it will not matter as we are getting a grab in there. And with that, that is going to be a 2-0 situation right now for Mode Squire. As Fraser is going right back in. Ooh, the DI is going to be countered just in time by Fraser. Going to have to use that opportunity to do some massive damage. Unfortunately, not going to be able to catch back with the drive rush here. But it will not matter as we're going to get another huge opening into level 1. Yep, that's going to seal the deal. Perfect! Coming in from Fraser. He's still got it. He's still got it. We're fine. Mode Squire just stalling in the air as much as possible. Try and wait out Fraser's offense. Very nice grab here as well. Going to put down a lot of pressure with the Yoga Fire. Again, slow projectiles just being very potent in this game. And yeah, Mode Squire just being very patient right now. Going to recover the drive gauge as well in order to not be in burnout for too long, and we are going to find the overhead in order to put ourselves on match point. Ooh, unfortunate miss on the level 3 confirm from Mode Squire, and Fraser, however, is not going to miss his chance for big damage. And now we're putting down the pressure. We've got Mode Squire in burnout as well. And there's the DI, there's the stun. I think this is going to be curtains for Mode Squire here, and Fraser's going to take a first point on the board. Fraser getting back into the game as I am losing my voice, as it happens sometimes. Once again, Mode Squire being very sneaky, trying to go for all the cross-ups in the world. It's not going to work quite as well as the beginning of this game. And Fraser is going to be able to find the stun. Obviously, we do not have enough resources here to kill. And it's still going to be some huge pressure unless we just get the DI to get out of there on Mode Squire's side. Yeah, Fraser once again pushing. Mode Squire is just going to teleport right out of there. Get the drill into not the full confirm, unfortunately, and the DI here was not enough to tank what was coming Mode Squire's way. Just a little bit too low of a health. But there's the DI. Huge opening here, potentially, for Mode Squire. We're not going to use it too much, though. And we're just going to teleport grab in that pesky JP. And trying to zone out a little bit with the Yoga Fires, but unfortunately we're going to get caught on the teleport that was just a little bit too committal here from Mode Squire. And the confirm from Fraser is going to secure a second game on the board. Fraser with just strong adaptation right now. We're to get into game 5. We've got the opener here from Mode Squire. Immediately putting Fraser in the corner. Yoga Fires coming in from every direction. And there's the opener from the low. Teleporting overhead. Fraser has been caught a lot by that lately. And another good opening. Trying to go for the cross up here on Mode Squire's side. Fraser is still in a very precarious situation. And 2 jabs are going to do it. Once again with the teleport overhead after stalling. Again, Fraser being caught a lot by that. And there's the wall splat. Going for another wall splat reset. Mode Squire getting a little bit fancy here. We are going to get stopped here, however, by the jumping HK from JP. Here's the anti-air coming in from Fraser into level 3, securing the burnout as well. That's going to be huge for Fraser. We also have full CA as well. And now we have the health advantage as well to help. Mode Squire in a very precarious situation. Almost gets opened up by the low. We're seeing the grab here. And Mode Squire is going to just get caned in the nuts as we're going to final round. Now once again, Mode Squire being very careful in approaching Fraser here. Fraser a little bit scared from doing anything against Mode Squire. We are going to find the grab though and start some corner pressure. We're stalling right out of range, right above those spikes from JP on Mode Squire's side. They're almost punished here by Fraser. But we're just going to level 3 right out of the corner on Mode Squire's side. And yeah, get drilled. Not going to be enough to kill, obviously. But one more interaction. And Mode Squire could take the whole thing. There it is. No! Misses the HK. Unfortunately. And that's going to be full confirming to level 2 from Fraser. And I think that might actually be it. No! The side switch. The side switch low is going to secure a win for Fraser. A lot of scrambling at the end of this game. Just lots of scrambling all around. But yeah, Fraser is going to be the one moving on in this battle. And moving on to lose the semis to fight Felipe Renan. But yeah, with that, we're going to take a short break, chat. We're going to just play the ads real quick. And right after that, we'll be right back. So don't touch that dial, as the ads are right here.
Ready. Fight.
That point for boy.
And the refs are. They win. Oh!
Choo-choo! Like Steve Miller comes to mind immediately.
Oh! Knows that that gold could reasonably.
Oh
my God!
I wish that. Are you really gonna do it for the next 50 seconds?
And yes, just as a reminder, we do have a Matcherino for this event currently sitting at $20, and to which you can contribute right now by typing !Matcherino in the chat. It will give you the link and you'll be able to contribute. Even a single dollar helps, and it really helps the community and everything. So yeah. Also, coming up at WolfTV, the next Wolf Warrior event will be on the 22nd of January at 21 CET, and you can register for it right now by typing in !Wolf Warrior in the chat. It will give you the link and you'll be able to register there. It's in 2 weeks, so don't miss out on it. And also coming up at WolfTV, we have Battle for the Den, of course. And on the 15th of January next week, we will be showcasing a tournament for the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. So if you want to get on that action, it's going to be on Steam. It's going to be open to Europe and Maghreb. And of course, you can register right now by typing in !BattleDen in the chat. It will give you the link and you'll be able to register there. But yeah, with that, I think we are ready for our winners finals. We're going to try and go through this as quickly as possible. This is going to be Zera versus Remlike. Modern Ken versus Honda, most likely. It's going to be very interesting because I feel like Modern Ken is very well kitted to deal with some Honda options that are not necessarily they're not necessarily easy to react to. Things like Doskoi, Bot Slam, and stuff could easily get snuffed out by a modern level 1 or modern level 3. And I feel like Remlike is really going to have to adapt to the fact that we have a modern Ken on the other side. We are very interested in how this is going to go either way. Because we really don't get to see modern too often. In those tournaments, but I still think that this is pretty viable. A pretty viable way to, play the game. As we're seeing today, tonight. So it's nice. Yeah, as I said, we're going to try and get through the top 4 as quickly as possible. In order to not make people wait too long. So we're probably gonna skip the ad break on Grand Finals. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Now I know modern controls have some detractors, and funnily enough, not necessarily the ones you think. Obviously, people, the scrubs at the very least, are a little bit pissed at modern controls because they think, oh, I can do a DP, so I'm good. No, this is not how it works. But most interestingly, I've seen some detractors come out from the Fighting X Layer community of all places, who are saying modern controls not having access to all the moves is bad, but I feel like this is kind of the point, to not have access to all the moves with modern controls, at least in this game. I think it makes for an interesting dynamic where both are just valid grooves, in my opinion. Valid CVS2 grooves. But at the same time, I can also see where they're coming from, because this is... Fighting X Layer is a game with what they call progressive controls, which is essentially the ancestor to modern controls, to an extent, you know? But yeah, here we go! Rimlike versus Feltzera. No surprise there, we have the modern Ken on Feltzera's side, and Rimlike immediately with a ton of pressure coming in. And a command grab as well. But yeah, Feltzera trying to reverse the situation. Yes, the throw here. And the shimmy. They will get a huge punish on Rimlike. One more interaction potentially in order for Feltzera to get the win. We are going to get the XDP here on reaction once again. Maybe Modern coming in clutch here as well, but I feel like just the XDP or regular would have come out pretty easily as well. Hard to tell sometimes. But yeah, having access to one button DPs on Dolskoy, honestly, pretty good, I would say. Low opener coming in from Rimlike. Feltzera almost in burnout. Nice grab as well. We're going to try and dash in. And the shimmy in order to get huge damage onto Rimlike. Which is very nice shimmy. And there's the corner pressure. Once again, Feltzera with the DPs on the Dolskoy. I really think those are just modern DPs. Coming in clutch. And the full confirm into level 3. In order to start the round. We're going to try and get that damage early on Feltzera's side. Ooh, nice bait here on Feltzera, just being outside of the range of Rimlike. And there's the grab coming in. And just like that, we're just jumping over the grab. And Feltzera is going to take that first game pretty handily. Nice grab coming in from Feltzera. Pushing into the corner. Yeah, Feltzera being very on point. And once again, the XDP on the Dolskoy. And like really has to be much more careful right now about the Dolskoy. Because it feels like Feltzera is DPing every single one of them. And the drive rush low in order to seal the deal as well. Films are just feeling comfortable, honestly, today. And yeah, the bot stomp coming in from Remlike. EXGP in order to respond. And the level 3 on the drive rush. This one was definitely modern. Now look at the damage. This is very reduced damage. It's modern, but still. And yeah, the level 2 here is going to get well blocked by Felpzera, who's going to go up 2-0 right now in this winner's final. Very solid stuff from Felpzera. Now Remlike is a little bit scared to throw up really anything. Felpzera getting into his head. Like, look, I feel like right now Remlike's going to Doskoi. I have a feeling. No, we're just very scared of Doskoing right now as Remlike. There's the Doskoi and there's the DP once again coming in from Felpzera. I knew it was gonna come out one day. We are going to, however, put Felpzera in the corner. And once again on the DI, we're just going to buffer up the level 1. And now Felpzera on match point. Just very solid stuff overall. And yeah, right now Felpzera with the health advantage. Being very careful, knows that he has the life lead. And just EXGP here. Trying to go for an anti-air here. It's not going to quite work. We are going to, however, find the full confirm into level 3 in order to get back into the game on Remlike's side. Very solid stuff. Best level 3 in the game, by the way, in terms of animation. I never say it enough. All this level 3 is very fun. And once again, we're just using super into the links. Level 1 just coming out. And the level 1 on the Doskoi. And Felpzera is going to be able to move on the winner's side of Grand Finals with the Modern Ken. Very nicely done by Felpzera. And this is exactly what we're talking about. The reactions that you get from having Modern are kind of insane. Especially against a character which is very reaction heavy like Honda. Yeah, that does mean Felpzera is going to move on to Grand Finals. Remlike is going to have to fall to Losers Finals. But against whom? That is the big question. That's going to be the big thing. We are going to move on to our loser semis, which is going to be Fraser versus Felipe Renan. Which I expect to be a very, very intense match, honestly. Like, we've seen Felipe Renan do very well against Onirash's JP. And that's just another JP in their way, honestly, at this point. And this time we are going to go with the Luca. I almost don't want to say Lucas. I almost wanted to say Lucas, you know. Because why not? But no, it's just Luke. I mean, I say he's just Luke. This is the best character in the goddamn game. Very funny as well, because when you think about it, Luke's been top tier for like, what, 2-3 years now? Because he was also really freaking good in Street Fighter V. That's why we have Street Fighter V Luke on the screen right now. But yeah, I mean, he's got a very fast projectile, good combo game. Character's got everything. But yeah, good confirms here, good damage. We're doing 30% like meterless. Not driveless, but meterless still. And yeah, just the pressure coming in from the Luke. And we also know that Rexus has a pretty good look in this tournament. But yeah. First round's gonna go to Felipe Renan. Yeah, we're gonna get the air to air here. Fraser is going to find DX Amnesia. A little bit too late on the grab here in order to get the confirm. But yeah, the anti-airs. Fraser having to play by the Luke's rules at this point. Yeah, Felipe trying to get an opener with the shoulders, but not quite. And Fraser is going to get back into the game pretty quickly. Ooh, very nice DI here from Fraser. Going to catch once again with the kicks. But yeah, we're just going to get back some space here off of the perfect parry on Felipe's side. Trying to go for the pro key. Fraser is in burnout, but he is going to be able to get a confirm into the level 2 here. And push Felipe Renan in the corner. Set up another portal as well. Get the opener from all that. And first game is going to go to Fraser. Yeah, Fraser right now a little bit scared of pressing buttons, and to be fair, it is scary to press buttons with Luke because he's got just very fast buttons overall. Yeah, Felipe Renan just using the DP for a lot of pressure. Going to get EX Amnesia here though. Going to have to block it. And yeah, the DI is very well found here from Felipe Renan. Unfortunately, the confirm itself is going to be dropped. We're setting up the portals on Fraser's side. As we have Felipe Renan in burnout, getting the opening, and that's going to seal the round. Yeah. Good down HP here from Felipe Renan to get the anti-air, but Fraser is going to be able to push back. Just be very patient when you have that Luke at mid-range. I think Fraser might think that Felipe Renan is just very strong at mid-range, especially with that Luke. And I wouldn't blame him, considering he does have Luke does have access to shoulder bash and stuff. Yeah, here's the full confirm into level 3. There's going to be some good damage coming in from Felipe Renan. And what's Yoki? Just going for the punch pressure. You know, the 2MP. Ooh, we're going to be able to avoid all the level 2 here on Felipe Renan's side. So we're getting caught by the lows, and once again a very nicely found DI is going to do the trick. and secure victory right now against Fraser as we're going into round 3. Good opener here from Felipe Renan. Going for the Oki. Just a lot of corner pressure here. Fraser fishing for the low. Fishing for the low. Really. Going for every low in the book. We are going to find the mid here. Where we get the opening. Get the spike as well. Push Felipe Renan in the corner. We didn't feel like it would connect with the level 3 here. One more interaction and there's the level 3 in order to seal the deal, and Fraser is going to be up 2-0 in this first 3 in this loser semi. Just very solid stuff. Very solid stuff here. Felipe Renan going in, putting down a lot of pressure here on Fraser. Just refusing to hold anything but forward. We are going to have to back down just a little bit here though. Fraser is going to just throw the DI in here, get the lows. And the shimmy, we're not going to get anything out of it though on Fraser's side. And that's going to be huge damage. We're dropping the level 1 on Felipe Renan's side, unfortunately. And that's going to allow Fraser to get the kill here off of the level 2. Unfortunate drop. Very unfortunate drop from Felipe Renan. Which is going to put Fraser in match point. Ooh, very nice shimmy though here. Fraser getting an opening. Pushing Felipe Renan into the corner as much as possible. We've got time on Fraser's side. We can build that level 2 pretty easily after all with JP. Going to block Felipe Renan. And yeah, that projectile here is going to be well punished. Felipe Renan going for the easy stuff. Just the safe kill, you know. Just go for the safe kill. Yeah, very nice avoidance on the grab. Very nice bait of DX Amnesia here from Felipe Renan. Getting the full confirm into level 3. It is going to put Fraser very low on drive gauge and also take out 60%. But yeah, immediately wake up level 1 from Fraser, where we get some space, get some breathing room. And yeah, the counter DI here, a little bit telegraphed, unfortunately from Fraser, and that's gonna be game to Felipe Renan. No! Not quite enough damage, but the Sandblast is here for the backup. So we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. And now Felipe Renan has 1 game. Starting to mount perhaps a little bit of a comeback here? I mean, we are going to find that grab here. But it's just very good for the momentum. Fraser pushing in. With a lot of portals, a lot of spikes, lots of projectiles. Renan just able to parry it all, trying to go for the DI in. Timing was just a little bit off on this one. And again, having to deal with all those spikes. Fraser being much more aggressive, honestly, with the portal spikes and the projectiles in this round. But right now, it is Felipe Renan who has the corner advantage and baits DX Amnesia as well in order to take that one. Very solid stuff from Felipe Renan. And Fraser's pushing. They're trying to, you know, find the one opening that will shatter Felipe Renan. Good grab here from Felipe. That's gonna put Fraser almost in the corner. The jump HP, honestly, from JP. Just makes for a very strong pressure, but yeah, full confirm into level 3 coming in from Felipe Renan. Huge damage. Thank you, Capcom, for the level 3. And yeah, we're going to get the DI wall splash here to a little bit of a confirm. Not going to be enough to really, you know, worry Fraser. We are going to get the anti-air on the portal. Fraser is in burnout, tries to spend the level 2 in order to, you know, scare a little bit Felipe Renan, but Felipe Renan just able to parry out of there and get the EX Sand Blast to boot. We now have 2-2. It's just 2-2. And yeah, look at that pressure coming in from Felipe Renan. Getting the overheads as well. Getting the anti-airs. Just going for the simple stuff, honestly. Works very well with Luke. Just a very solid character when you have some good fundamentals. Would definitely recommend. Fraser getting the corner advantage though here. Now trying to weave in and out, gets the command grab. That's going to be some huge damage on Felipe Renan, who's now just kind of, you know, panic parrying. And yeah, the DI, there was just enough health to tank that low here. And Felipe Renan now is the one on match point. Yeah, unfortunate situation in here from Fraser. We're not going to get the catch back here, however, from Felipe Renan. So the damage is not as big as it could have been, but still. We're getting opened up left, right, and center here on Fraser's side. Getting anti-air every time we jump, not by the DP, but still by the 2 HP. So trying to find any kind of opening here. Setting up the portals, setting up the spikes. Going to play very patiently. He knows he's one hit away from death at this point. Felipe Renan is also sitting on level 3. But Fraser's gonna be the one to spend it first with the CA as well. We're setting up more portals. Again, getting anti-aired on the teleport. I mean, look at that hitbox on the 6 MP, the 2 MP, the 2 HP, sorry. Yeah, Felipe Renan is going to be able to move on to losers finals, defeating Fraser, the favorite of this tournament. Very solid stuff from Felipe Renan. It really looked like Fraser had his number earlier in the set, but no. He was just playing the long game, you know? Just playing the long game. It's fine. And with that, I believe we are going to be able to go to losers finals. Which, once I report the score... There we go. That should be Remlike versus Felipe Renan. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Should be the right one now. Now we just come out of a JP Luke matchup, which I would argue is still Luke favored, but little bit more even than a Honda Luke matchup. And Remlak just got out of a game against a modern Ken as well. And maybe he's going to need to readjust to a more classic playstyle. Literally, you know, a classic playstyle. So I'm curious to see how it's going to all go at the end of the day. Meanwhile, Felipe Renan probably still recovering from the victory against Fraser. It was very well, very long fought. Like, this was a very hard fought battle, honestly, from Felipe Renan. So the short break is going to be good to reset a little bit the mental state. As we are waiting for Remlike to join the lobby and show us the might of sumo. Yeah, Felipe Renan right now just recovering a little bit after that intense battle. Again, can't blame him. I can't blame him. And then the winner of this match is going to have to face Philip Zera in the grand finals, which is looking like a very tough matchup, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, while we wait, just quick reminder that there is a Matcherino for this event, currently open. !Matcherino in the chat. If you want to contribute to the Matcherino, every single dollar helps. It helps the players, it helps the community. So yeah, !Matcherino in the chat to get all the details for that. Apparently we might also have a side switch going on. Yeah, a little bit of a side switch. There we go. Should be better. Yeah, Sumo versus Pro Tag. It would seem like we are rearing to go. Yep, just good to go. Yeah, immediately Felipe Renan getting a huge opening here, putting Remlike in the corner. Yeah, Remlike getting just a little bit of momentum back. Both players once again just playing very patiently at the beginning, trying to figure out what each other is all about. Immediately Felipe Renan with lots of corner pressure. Good shimmy though here from Remlike. Yeah, so far it's looking very even, honestly. Huge opening here, however, from Remlike. And we do have the sumo installed as well into the full level 2. That's going to seal the deal for this first round. Yeah, Remlike being very aggressive right now in the second round. Trying to get some very good damage early on onto Felipe Renan. We are going to EX DP right out there though. We'll get, you know, some kind of rhythm back on Felipe Renan's side. It's looking very difficult as we are just unable to react to the Doskois the way that Philip Zera was able to, obviously. And Remlike's going to be able to take the first game pretty handily. Like, it really feels like Felipe Renan right now is a little bit lost against the Honda player. We are going to get a very good cross-up here. Remlike right now really feels in control, I would say. Ooh, very good anti-air, however, on the butt stomp. And the shimmy here is going to secure the round for Felipe Renan. Solid stuff, solid stuff. We have another corner situation. Felipe Renan being extremely aggressive into the level 3 and immediately getting a point back on the board. Yeah, solid stuff from Felipe Renan. Yeah, going into this game 3, both players have seen what each other can do, you know. And immediately Remlike is going to try and just keep Felipe Renan in the corner, because it really feels like once Felipe Renan is in the corner, yeah, it's tough to escape, honestly. This is what it feels like. We are going to have a fine butt stomp and the full command grab as well. The Remlike is still in burnout. We're gonna get the 1,000 hands. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. There's the Sandblast coming in from Felipe Renan. Yeah, overall, just Felipe Renan just doing a very good job overall. Every time in order to maximize the damage. I'm like being very patient, getting anti-aired here. Trying to go in. You do not want to let Felipe Renan have any kind of space whatsoever. Especially at mid-range. We are going to EX Doskoi to honor right through here. Ooh, and the EX Doskoi here not gonna be quite what was needed, but still we are going to still find the kill on Remlike's side. And immediately the Doskoi to open up this round. And yeah, I feel like Felipe Renan could have used a little bit more of the Sandblast overall in this matchup, and it would kind of work. Because it feels like Remlike is being very conservative as well with the butt stomps. Ooh, just a little bit too short here on that grab from Remlike. Unfortunate. Good grab here, however, from Felipe Renan. Getting the wall splat as well, that's gonna be curtains. Just like that. And immediately gets DP here. Felipe Renan just going for the throw key. And we're just going a little bit further away. Ooh, nice command grab here, however, from Remlike. Trying to go for the overhead. Works. That's going to push Felipe Renan right into the over corner, but unfortunately, we are going to put ourselves directly in the corner on Remlike's side, confirming to level 3. I think this might actually kill, honestly. Yep, definitely kills. No! 1 HP, there's 1 HP left. Shouts to Sajam. And yeah, we're just gonna get the R2 to finish it off. And now we have a 2-2 situation. Felipe Renan versus Remlike. Game 5. And the grab immediately getting punished hard by Felipe Renan. Yeah, Remlike overall right now doing a lot of work with the pressure. Remlike just parrying the DI. And right now Remlike, it feels like Remlike is parrying just a little bit more in this round. Yep. Even if it's not perfect parry, still uses the parry to, you know, kind of get the rhythm going. And we're even going to jump over those grabs. And Felipe Renan is now on match point. And yeah, Remlike right now just really struggling to get in on Felipe Renan. We are going to get the low here, the low opener. And pray to the sun. Yeah, lots of pressure coming in from Remlike. Going for EX bot stomp. Felipe Renan getting the grab. Getting the anti-air. And the shimmy. Not going to be quite enough to kill because we did not get the confirm into level 3. I think Felipe Renan was not believing in it. There's the bot stomp, not enough to kill. But with the chip here, it was kind of checkmate here for Felipe Renan. We could have EX-DP'd out of here. Well, not EX-DP'd, but at least DP'd out of here. But still very tough situation to recognize. Especially when you don't know the direction of the bot stomp. Still lots of damage being dished out right now from Felipe Renan into level 3. That's huge. That's really huge for Felipe Renan's momentum right now. Remlike still in the corner. It's gonna get grabbed onto the punish counter. And the anti-air here is going to get missed. Remlike has one opportunity and needs to make it count. To get back into the game. Yeah, we're just using the projectiles here on Felipe Renan to try and get the burnout situation. But no, straight into C8. Remlike just going to use the CA directly for good damage. One more interaction. Butt Stomp EX. And that's going to be the DP. That's going to take it for Felipe Renan, who's going to be able to go on directly on Grand Finals against Philip Zera. Still very well played by Remlike. But it was just not enough. And that DP was kind of a heartbreak overall. For Remlike. But yeah, with that we're going to be soon ready for our Grand Finals. But before that, you know the drill, it's going to be ad time. So don't touch that dial. Don't touch that dial, the camera's over there. And we'll be right back.
start. Big whip. Oh!
Choo-choo! Like Steve Miller comes to mind immediately.
Oh! Knows that that gold could reasonably.
Oh my god!
I wish that.
Are you gonna turn for the next 50 seconds?
And yeah, don't forget that there is a Matcherino for this event currently sitting at $20, which you can contribute to by typing in !Matcherino in the chat. It's gonna give you the link. Every single dollar helps, so yeah, feel free to go to the Matcherino in order to support WolfTV and the Wolf Warrior. But yeah, with that, we are going to be ready to go into our grand finals, which is going to be Felpzera coming in from the winner's side with the Modern Ken versus Felipe Renan on the loser's side with the Luke Ken combo. I believe we are going to be sticking with the Luke for that one. So it should be a pretty classic top tier Shoto matchup. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Pretty hyped to see it, honestly. And yeah, it would seem like we were just good to go. And it would seem as well that we might have a side change, which happens. There we go. Yeah, no surprise character picks here. Just going with the mains. What is Felpzera doing? Just teabagging in the corner. I mean, I guess it works, but still. Interesting strategy. But yeah, I have a feeling that this might actually be the battle of the DPs. Especially with Felpzera being on Modern. This might be the battle of the DPs. Felpzera in burnout. Keep it on trying to find just one opener. Knowing that Felpzera is sitting on level 1 as well. Has to, you know, play around that. He has to play around that. One button level 1. I mean, that's the thing. You gotta play differently against Modern. You just gotta play differently. Yeah, Felpzera once again in burnout. I feel like Felpzera overall is not too scared to be in burnout as long as they have meter. I feel. Because even if in a situation like that, again, one button super. It's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong tool to have. And you always have to have it on your mind. But I really feel like this allows FelpZera to just play a little bit more reckless overall. So, you know, that's nice. Yeah, FelpZera is going to be taking the first game in this one. And I'm getting some kind of advantage, but again, with that, you always gotta be wary of the level 1. So we're going to get a good confirm here from Felipe Renan. Still, FelpZera right now a little bit more vulnerable, has to play a little bit more patiently because, you know, no meter. That's the big thing. And yeah, we're just gonna anti-air FelpZera without too much of a problem. Yeah. Ooh, good DI on the Dragon Lash here. Very nicely done here by Felipe Renan. Yeah, Felipe Renan playing very patiently because that, again, the moment he does shoulder, FelpZera is like, I'm gonna press the super button and get that level 1 and there's nothing you can do about it except not pressing shoulder. Overhead coming in from FelpZera. The perfect parry, not gonna lead to anything on Felipe Renan's side. Yeah, full confirm into level 1 here from FelpZera in order to get back into this game too. So we're going into round 3. Very nice DP here. Renan able to get an alpha counter here and get an opener here, a huge opener into level 3. That's going to be some huge damage for Felipe Renan. You know, casual 40%, that's still pretty good. And FelpZera is in burnout as well. But again, look at that bar from FelpZera. Unfortunately not, you know, reacting quick enough on the DI. That could have been huge. Or maybe he was just saving the meter for a better opportunity. FelpZera right now is kind of out of life to spare. Felipe Renan, however, is in burnout right now. Getting DP'd over here. Good opener here from FelpZera. However, we're going to drop a little bit here. Getting the good throw. There's the DI. It is an aerial. It is an aerial DI, unfortunately. So FelpZera was a little bit lost as to what to do. And yeah, both players trying to find the right opportunity. FelpZera is still sitting on level 3. Trying to go for level 2. Raw! But it is well blocked by Felipe Renan, who's gonna put himself on 1-1. And you gotta remember that Felipe Renan is coming from the loser side and has to win 2 full first to freeze against FelpZera in order to take it. Huge opener here from Felipe Renan. FelpZera immediately XDPs right out of pressure as a reversal. Good DP as well. Trying to, you know, put down a lot of pressure on Felipe Renan while he's in burnout. There's the DI, there's the stun. There's gonna be some good damage coming in from FelpZera. Good grab as well here. And going for the throw loop. And the shimmy is going to catch Felipe Renan sleeping. Once again, good corner carry here off of the perfect parry from Philzera. The drive reversal is very well baited here on Philzera's side into level 2. Preparing on almost in burnout. And yeah, kinda has to jump his way right out of there. Going to get immediately XDP'd here. And the shimmy is going to ensure a victory for Philzera, who's now one game away from winning the Wolf Warrior Season 1, Episode 8. Now Philzera going in with the heavy Dragon Lash, putting down a lot of pressure here on Felipe Renan, who's going to be able to, not catch back with the shoulder, but that's fine. Philzera still has a good life lead here, trying to go in with the drive rush. And it really feels like Felipe Renan right now is much more aware of the miracle of modern Ken. Good grab here from Philzera. We're going to DP right out of there on Felipe Renan's side. And the fireball here, EX Fireball, is going to win out the exchange of fireballs. And Philzera right now is on tournament point. And yeah, look how scared Felipe Renan is at this point. Just look how scared he is to press any button. At this point, Philzera just has, full rights to do anything. We are going to see the full confirm though coming in from Felipe Renan. Get some good damage. We did not have level 3 on board though. But still, really feels like Felipe Renan is just very scared of even, roll level 3, But there's the full confirm into level 3. That's gonna put Philzera in CA range. In CA range, it's not gonna kill. And yeah, the DI is gonna be well grabbed here from Felipe Renan. A little bit of a telegraphed DI attempt. And the heavy Dragon Lash is gonna get parried here by Felipe Renan. Philzera, however, going to be able to get out of the corner pretty quickly. Put Felipe Renan in the corner. And there's a lot of pressure coming in. Just gonna jump out of the grab here. Philzera being very patient. He knows that one button can just stop Felipe Renan in his tracks. There it is! There it is! Drive rush! No, you can't! There's gonna be full Shinryu Repper in your face! And the drive reversal is gonna get baited. And Philzera is going to be your winner for Battle for the Den Season 1, Episode 8. Congratulations to Philzera for taking the whole tournament. And once again, big apologies for everything that went on with Challenge. Unfortunate circumstances. It happens. But yeah, still, congratulations for Philzera coming in with a 3-1 victory in Grand Finals over Felipe Renan. As Remlag's gonna take third, and Fraser's gonna take a surprising 4th in all of this. But yeah, with that, that's gonna be the end of the Wolf Warrior, the first Wolf Warrior of the year. But don't worry, the Wolf Warrior will be back very soon. First, after we pay out that Matcherino, which is still open right now, still sitting at $20, and for which you can still contribute with !Matcherino in the chat It will give you the link and you'll be able to contribute there. Every single dollar helps the community. And as I said, the Wolf Warrior will be back in 2 weeks with Season 1, Episode 9, with more Street Fighter 6 for Europe and Maghreb on the 22nd at 21 CET, and you can register right now. !Wolf Warrior in the chat. Same thing, it's going to give you the link and you're going to be able to register there. Also coming up at WolfTV next week, we have Battle for the Den featuring the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. It is going to be the Steam version. It is going to be for Europe and Maghreb. If you want to register for that, and same thing, there's a match arena for it. Type in !Battle Den in the chat and we'll give you the link and you'll be able to register for that. And finally, if you want a social network built by the fighting game community, for the fighting game community, make sure to join fgc.network at join.fgc.network. It's a very chill place where we just, you know, talk about the FGC, post combos and everything. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice place. And of course, you can follow us right there by typing in FGCnet in the chat. It will give you the link in order to be able to follow us directly on fgc.network. But yeah, with that, that's gonna be it for us for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. Once again, I apologize for all of the technical issues we've had with Challenge during the entire tournament. But we still made it through, so that's the main thing. Like, we still made it through at the end of the day. And then with that, once again, thank you everyone for watching. And I will see you next time.